Hello and welcome to Clean Slate, and thank you for watching this video. I want to tell you about my best friend Jack. Just an ordinary average guy with a lovely wife and 2 children. I knew Jack well, we were inseparable as kids, and we went to school together and even the same university. We had countless adventures, nights out, and lots of laughs. Then we started working for the same company. Jack met a girl at work called Liz. They fell madly in love. She was beautiful, always happy and smiling. Everyone would say they looked good together and made a lovely couple. When they got married, I was so happy. They went on to have 2 fantastic kids. Like most relationships, they had a few problems, but they always seemed to weather the storms of life together. But it was during one of those problem days that everything changed for Jack. A few years ago, Jack stumbled upon an enticing online advertisement. It would give him £20 to use on bets. Jack thought, why not? I've nothing else to do, I can try it for free. Unbeknownst to Jack, the website had an algorithm designed to ensure that all new members would win, initially luring them into a cycle of revisiting the site and continuing to place bets. The problem is the computer decides when and how many times you can win and when you lose. At first, Jack found some success, winning occasionally. However, the thrill of victory pushed him to increase the money he was betting, attempting to recover his losses. Slowly but surely, the allure of gambling took hold of him, turning it into a destructive obsession. One fateful month, Jack wanted to win back all he had lost. He thought just one more lucky session, and he would walk away for good. That month Jack used his entire salary. He played all night on various games and won occasionally, but gradually his money decreased until his salary had all been lost. Jack had to tell his wife, causing another colossal argument. Liz said it was the last straw. Jack couldn't admit to his problem and would not get help. The situation was making Liz and the children very unhappy, and she had no choice but to leave him and take the children with her. Jack's life spiraled out of control at that point. Desperate for money, he used all his overdrafts and started living off his credit cards, maxing them out. Eventually, all his credit was used, and Jack resorted to borrowing from friends and spending sleepless nights gambling online. Jack had become entirely addicted to gambling and could not break the habit. The end. His addiction grew so intense that he was consistently late for work and eventually lost his job. With no income source and a vast amount of personal debt, he fell behind on rent and lost his home. The depths of Jack's despair only deepened from there. He resorted to stealing from his brother and parents, a shocking act of desperation from his crippling addiction. His actions weighed heavily on him, and he sank into a deep depression. Jack started to drink, which only made things worse. He decided to get help from his doctor. He told the doctor his wife had left him and that he had lost his job, but he was too ashamed to talk about his gambling problem. The doctor, trying to help, prescribed antidepressants, but the medication couldn't alleviate the overwhelming shame and hopelessness that consumed him. From a fulfilling life just a few years prior, he found himself alone and homeless. With no way out in sight, Jack felt trapped. His circumstances became too much to bear. He became a recluse, would not answer calls from his wife, and stopped seeing his children at weekends. He convinced himself there wasn't any hope left. Jack had turned entirely into himself. Depression and guilt clouded his judgment and decision-making, and he decided to end his life. Jack took a massive overdose, his soul consumed by the darkness that had overshadowed his once vibrant spirit. Space. I knew Jack so well. If he could, I'm sure he would apologize and say, "I'm so sorry for the unnecessary pain and anguish I'm causing you all with my suicide, especially my wife and 2 beautiful daughters. At the time, I felt I had no other choice. My misguided decision to end my life has caused you all more pain and anguish and will last your lifetime. When problems arrive, share your feelings with loved ones. Support each other, and the love you share will get you through. I only wish I had shared my terrible addiction when I had the chance."